Hi guys, just doing a quick video to show you how to do the ice effect on the Fountain of the Dragon, which I did. I know several people have asked me. There you go, you can see it there. Let's get that out of the way a second. Right, first of all, we're going to need a little jig just to stretch a thread over. I just made this out of a bit of spare foam core that's in the scrap bin. We get some thread. I'm using Gutterman thread, but you could use fishing wire, etc. A piece of thread a little bit longer than the jig. Give it a snip. Right, we're going to need to pin it. Oh, I love hot glue, it goes everywhere. Just a bit on the top, so my hand's probably right in the camera. We'll sort that sort of thing out in the future. Get that out of the way, let that set a minute. While that sets, just give it a little wipe. Right, let's move this over so it's right in the middle, you can see what's going on. Is that set? Come on. Hot glue's funny old stuff. Right, pen. Good old blow, let it cool down a bit quicker. Right, I'll make sure that's nice and slow. Give it a bit more of a pull. Still not set, put a little bit more on that then. Right. Doopy 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 doo. We'll sit and wait for a few seconds. No. Oh, my hot glue's on a... must be warm weather. Yes, I'm lying because I live in the UK. Right. It's important to get this to set. Come on. You can do it. What we do, quickly tidy up some of these little stringy bits. The good old hot glue goes everywhere. Just do the camera. There you go. Let's make it a bit tidier. Right. What we do, we run down the thread with the hot glue. Just let it run. Don't stretch it too much. Yes, my furry assistant is in the background. Need a little bit more there because I just pull it. Right. While this is still fairly hot, we'll unpin it. And we've got to let this cool a little bit. You can just pull. Come on. I'm just blowing it a little bit off camera. Let's get this bit right. It should. Fingers crossed. Oh, there we go. On camera. Evidence, and this is where it just rips straight off our spec. No, it's going, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Done. So we now have a strip of glue and no thread in it. What I'm going to do now, this is why you make it longer so you can trim the ends, etc. We'll just give this a little thicken up. Let's build it up a little bit. Right, give it a twist. Try not to glue your fingers because yes, it does hurt. And that is the voice of experience, unfortunately. Right. Oh, lovely. Right, let's get that out of the way a minute. Right. Oh, that's the only other trouble. It does heat itself back up. If that happens, you just give it a little stick that together. Looks like a mess, I know. But we'll tidy all this up. All we're after is a string to use as a base. Come on, give it a pinch. Okay, won't use that, but that's why we make it extra long. So it's a bit of a mess, but it will work. So what we do now is trim some wisps off the end. That will be the main support. There we go, so you can bend it, etc, etc. Could get it a little bit tighter than that. Maybe add a little bit just around here to thicken it up. There we go. This is just the core, so it doesn't, not actually going to be exactly what you get at the end, so don't be too fussy. The furry ones are having fun by the sounds of it. Right. Well, at the moment that looks very impressive. Not. Give it a blow. Right. I'll be back in a second with we're back for stage 2. For stage 2 we need a pot. I'm using some Gale Force 9 crushed glass, some Mod Podge. This one's matte, but you can use gloss, which will give you more of a shine to your frozen water, and some snow flock. This is foreground snow flock. First of all, we need a dollop. Don't need much. Let's bring this up. Oh, yes, this glue stinks. So we have a dollop of glue. We need some ground glass. I'll just unscrew that off screen. Here we go, the ground glass. Just a little bit of this. Oop. This is basically going to look like ice crystals when it's frozen. Give us a little bit of a glitter. Got our stirring stick. I've rated the kids' box. Glass, really, you want to try and get as much of this into the glue as possible. Don't want to get it in your fingers. It's not very pleasant. So we've got the ground glass. We just need to add a bit of flock, otherwise it won't be very white. If you add too much, it goes pure white. So we just grab a little bit of flock. Oh, that's on the run. Let's put that over there. Maybe a bit more than that. This is just down to personal preference how much you put in. Give it a mix. That might be a little bit thick. Yep, somebody's after me. Well, I'm busy. That looks a bit too stodgy to me for what we want. So what we'll do is add a little bit more glue. I put too much flock in there, by the way. Right, that'll do. Get that out of the way. Get this out of the way. Let's give that a mix. Oh, that looks a lot better. There you go. Okay, there's a couple of little hints of green that were left in my flock, so but in the future try and use clean flock. There you go, you see the consistency. Right, what we're going to do now, I will probably put on a rubber glove. This is where everyone runs for the hills. Right, we need our bit of glue. Here's our bit of glue. All we're going to do is coat it with this. Don't worry about it being white. It will clear as it dries and it will set hard. That's what's quite nice about this. It's the piece you're working with is actually very flexible, so you can bend it to fit whatever you're going to stick it onto. Right, let that dry. To be honest, what I'll do is I'll probably go and get a hairdryer and give this a quick dry. What you'll find there is the outside will dry, but the inside will still be liquid. So I'll do that and I'll be back with step 3. Right, step 3, I've given this a hairdry. This is actually dry on the outside, but inside is still liquid. So all I do then is get a scalpel, give it a little slit. Try not to stick it in your finger because what I'm doing here is fiddly. There we go. Give it a little squeeze and get the glue to come back out. Oh, it goes everywhere. Right, the skin's come off a little bit there. That's alright. And then we give it another coat. I tend to do this a few times, to be honest. Just gradually build it up. Let's move forward into the camera a little bit for you. There we are. Right, and it's out with the hairdryer. So I'll quickly give this a turn off. Here we go, it's gradually getting thicker. Alright, we'll do the same again. Just a couple of slits. There we go, squeeze the glue out. A squeeze. Oh, sometimes it comes off. It doesn't matter, actually, going to build it back up. Trying to do it with that. This first time I've actually done it with gloves. I'm usually naughty and don't use gloves. That happens with that little tap. Right, let's work on a bit more. It's annoying that's come off, but never mind. It proves the point, this happens to us all. Screen there you go. Oh, this is so exciting. Right, give it a blast. Right. So we have something that doesn't really look like much at the moment, just looks like a lump of white glue. But what you would do next, you get your model, which I haven't got one here, but basically you'll find the top, snip it back, so you're cutting off the clear glue at the end, good little snip. It's still a bit tacky, so I'll turn it around. So you could have left this to dry for a little while. Squeeze, snip the other end. A bit of ribbon coming out there. Right, all you do then is get your model, pin a little dip of super glue, or finger glue as I tend to call it. Tack that end onto the model, tack that end onto your water effect, probably in a pool or something. That will hold that in place. Yes, it's all flimsy, but don't worry, that will go hard. All you do then is you get a bit more of your mix and you work your way around the base here, so you've got a thicker piece going into the water, and a little bit around where you get the join, otherwise you get like a join mark where it looks, because it tacks in the middle, because normally what you're tacking to is not a dead flat surface, it just sort of pins it, the glue, and this will fill in the gap around the edge. And that is pretty much it. You just let it dry and gradually it will clear and it will set fairly solid. It's a bit of trial and error, to be honest. It does work quite well. I'll put that out of the way, and eventually as it clears it should turn into a nice clear icy stream of water. Well, hopefully that helps you. Any suggestions, any comments, please comment. If you want to subscribe please. Hit like if you like it. Hit don't like if you don't like it, I suppose. All feedback is helpful. And thank you very much for your time and watching. I'll see you again in the great British tradition. I'm off for a cuppa. See you later.